Thank you, Johnny. Hi, folks, and welcome.
This is Jeopardy!
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
This is Jeopardy! Today's contestants are Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. Compound words. Name that planet. How about them Tigers? Sports zone. Classical composers. And back in the 1990s. Where do we begin, Player 1? Select a clue. This aromatic herb of the genus Nepeta will drive your feline crazy. It's Player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on the plus control pad. And then press the A.
Yeah!
Right. Player 1, you pick again, please. Swallowtail, viceroy, and monarch are types of this insect. Yes, Player 1. Yes. You get to pick again, Player 1. If you've gone this, you might have said something extreme or fallen from the Queen Mary. Player 1? Good. Player 1, pick again. Looking for a needle in one of these is a metaphor for an impossible search. Okay, Player 1. Correct. Player 1, back to you for... In days of yore, women sometimes rode in this style, meaning both feet on the same flank of the horse. Let's hear it, Player 1. That's correct. Player 1, back to you. When the UK's 99-year lease on this crown colony ended, China retook control on July 1st, 1997. Okay, Player 1. You are correct. Choose again, Player 1. On August 10th, 1993, she was sworn in as the 107th Supreme Court Justice. Player 3?
Yeah!
Hey, you're right. Select again. Partying like it was February of 1999, Hugo Chavez became president of this country. Yes, Player 1.
Woo!
Good for you. Please pick again, Player 1. On January 1st, 1993, two new European nations were formed from the split of this suddenly ex-country. It's Player 1.
Oh!
That's not right. Anyone else? We're talking about Czechoslovakia. We return to you, player one. On October 26, 1994, a peace treaty was signed between Israel and this country led by King Hussein I. Yes, player one. That's not it. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's what we were looking for. Jordan. Player one, pick again. In 1762, this 6-year-old and his sister performed for Empress Maria Theresa. Player one? Yeah, that's correct. You get to pick again, player one. For several years, his friend Carl Amenda was one of the few people who knew about his increasing deafness. Okay, player one. Good. Player one, you pick a... During his lifetime, Johann Sebastian Bach was best known as a master of this instrument. Here's the response we were looking for. The organ. Player one, back to you. He composed the Four Seasons in 1723. The correct response is Antonio Vivaldi. Please pick again, player one. On March 3, 1875, his Carmen premiered in Paris, and he was decorated with the French Legion of Honor. Let's hear it, player one. Yep. Choose again, player one. When a basketball player goes walking with the ball too long without dribbling, it's called this. Are we there yet? It's player one. Right. You again, player one. Here's Kelly. She'll show you.
Sluggers try to get backspin on the ball because it makes air move faster over the upper surface, providing this elevating force on the underside.
Here's the correct response. Lift. Select again. Every spring, the Augusta National Golf Course hosts this famous tournament. Let's hear it, player one. No. Any other takers? Here's what we wanted. The Masters. We return to you, player one. Tony Stewart lives life in the fast lane as one of the big names in this type of auto racing. Player one? That's right. Way to go. Player one, back to you. In 2004, she became the first soccer player to carry the U.S. flag for the Olympic closing ceremonies. It's player two. Right you are. We return to you, player two. Christian Huygens wrote about this planet's rings back in 1659. Yes, player one. That is correct. Select again. Instrument-laden rovers landed on this planet in 2004. Okay, player one. Yeah! You got it. Player one, back to you. The great red spot on this planet is actually a giant storm. Here's the correct response. Jupiter. Choose again, player 1. A year on this planet is 88 days long. We're talking about Mercury. You again, player 1. In the wake of a recent demotion, this is now the outermost planet. Let's hear it, player 1. Good. Please pick again, player 1. This tiger is the great spokescat for Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. It's player 1. That's it. Player 1. Kelly will present this clue.
The South China tiger has these features spaced farther apart than other species do. On each individual tiger, they're unique, like fingerprints.
Player 1. That is correct. You get to pick again, player 1. Tiger is the second rank in this organization for young boys. Yes, player 1. Right. Yeah! Player 1, back. Yeah! It's the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead. What are you going to wager? Answer: tigers are the largest cats, and the tiger named for this Russian region is the largest tiger. Congratulations, you're still in first, player 1. And now the $1,000 clue. The largest population of wild tigers is found in this Asian country on about 30 wildlife reserves. Okay, player 2. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's player 1. Correct. Player 2 is going first in Double Jeopardy when we come back following this. Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy with these categories awaiting the players. State governors, Guinness World Records, Under the Sea, title possessions, words, and pop on a CD. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 2, you make the next selection as we continue. What do you mean I'm funny looking? I'm just this fish, also known as an anemone fish. Okay, player 1. Yes. Player 1, you pick a Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Peachtree Road. Let's hear it, player 1. Sorry, that's wrong. Any other takers? Here's the response we were looking for. Elton John. Select again. Dirty Mind, Controversy, The Love Symbol Album. Yes, player 2. You are correct. Please pick again, player 2. Rhythm Nation 1814, The Velvet Rope. Player 3? That's correct. Player 3, back to you for our next selection. If you say, I'm eating a hot dog with this, you could mean a chopped pickle topping or just plain enjoyment. Let's hear it, player 1. That's correct. Player 1, pick again. Chat about this in your chat room. Chat is merely a shortened form of this 7-letter word. Okay, Player 1. Right. Choose again, Player 1. It warms the depths of my heart to know you're about to tell me the name of this small edible clam. Player 1? No, sorry. Anyone else? Here's the correct response. The cockle. Player 1, you pick again, please. You're the 4-pound 1-ounce this of my eye. If you're the record this picked by a farmer in 2005. It's Player 1. Good. Player 1, back. Stephen Clark was out of his gourd when he carved a face in one of these in 24.03 seconds. Yes, Player 1. Hey, you're right. We return to you, Player 1. Answer. The first of the 2 daily doubles. You are in first place. How much are you going to wager, Player 1? All right, here's your clue. This rare fish, discovered in 1938, has been called a living fossil. Even so, you are still in the lead. The correct response is the coelacanth. You get to pick again, Player 1, of Henry Adams. Here's what we were looking for. The education. You again, Player 1, of Edwin Drood. Here's what we wanted. The mystery. We return to you, Player 1, of Nat Turner. Player 3? No, that's not right. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Okay, Player 1. Right you are. Select again. Guinness has recognized Lucky Diamond Rich as the person with the most these. Even his eyelids are covered. Yes, Player 1. Yes. Player 1, back to you for I'm looking over an 18-leaf this type of plant found in 2002 that I overlooked before. It's Player 1. That's it. You get to pick again, Player 1. In 57 minutes, 51 seconds, a New York man took the 1,899 steps in the fastest pogo stick jumping up this Toronto landmark. Let's hear it, Player 1. Nope. Sorry. Anyone else? We're talking about the CN Tower. Please pick again, Player 1. Elected in 2003, this governor made his totally fantastic film debut in 1970's Hercules Goes Bananas. Here's the correct response. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Choose again, player 1. This patriot, known for his bold signature, died in 1793 while serving his 9th term as governor of Massachusetts. Player 1? That is correct. Player 1, you pick. By law, this ex-Texas governor can never be elected U.S. president again. Yes, player 1. Good for you. Player 1, back to you. He was elected governor of Arkansas at age 32. Okay, player 1. Good. You again, player 1. Hamilton Fish, Enos T. Throop, and George Pataki have served as governors of this state. Here's the correct response. New York. Player 1, pick again. Here's Kelly.
These colorful organisms of the class Anthozoa include blue, precious, and horny species.
The correct response is corals. Select again. The blue whale is the largest member of this order of animals. It's player 1. Yes. You get to pick again, player 1. This name for a work of art that you may carve in art class comes from the Latin for to carve. Let's hear it, player 1. Correct. You again, player 1. Thankful. Breakaway. Here's the response we were looking for. Kelly Clarkson. Player 1, you pick again. The Writings on the Wall. Survivor. Here's what we wanted. Destiny's Child. Player 1, pick again. The name of these small towers often seen on castles comes from the Old French for small towers. Okay, player 1. You got it. Player 1, back to you for answer. The second daily double. You are in the lead right now. How much? And the clue. From the Latin for almost last, it means, next to last. You are still in first place, though. Here's what we were looking for. Penultimate. We return to you, player 1. Of Duddy Kravitz. Yes, player 2. Yep. And the last clue for $2,000. Of Young Werther. Player 2. Sorry. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the response we were looking for. The Sorrows. I'll see you all for Final Jeopardy in just a moment. So much depends on how you do in the Final Jeopardy category, which today is Midwest Topography. Please enter your wager. Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. Let's take a look at that Final Jeopardy clue right now. This state has the largest sand dunes complex in the United States, just north of a river named for its flatness. Did you come up with the correct response? How much do you add to your total with that correct response? What did you put as your response? And that will set you back. What did you say? And that correct response will add... Congratulations to you, player one. So long.